One of the things that I really like about the Knives Out films is that it shows that a passion project can make it even in today's society. Director Rian Johnson actually conceived the film after he finished work on his 2005 project Brick. However, he stated he was really struggling to modernize it for today's audiences as most of the studios thought it was too antiquated to bring it to big screen. He said he was inspired to do the film because he loved the Agatha Christie novels growing up and he wanted to do a modern-day mystery film. He originally planned to focus on this film after he completed the film Looper, starring Joseph Gordon-Levitt and Bruce Willis. However, things came up and Disney had approached him to film none other than Star Wars: The Last Jedi. Ironically, his experience with the fandom backlash that this film caused is what inspired him to finish the writing process for Knives Out. He then showed it to a bunch of friends as well as some studios, and none of them were very enthusiastic about the film, thinking once again that it would not work in modern society. But Johnson persevered. As for where the funding for the film came, it is actually somewhat contested. Though it is most commonly believed that Media Rights Capital did the funding for the film, he was inspired to name it Knives Out from the song Radiohead, which shares the same name, and he would continue naming this after songs for the next two films as well. When it came time to cast, Daniel Craig was Johnson's first choice for the main character of Benoit Blanc. However, he initially declined the role as he had scheduling conflicts with his other film. Thankfully, that film was delayed, and that allowed him to be able to accept the role. After it was decided that the main character would have a southern accent, Daniel Craig actually had to work with a dialogue coach for 2 to 3 hours a day prior to filming. As for Chris Evans for the character of Hugh, he said he envisioned no one else as he wanted somebody who the audience would inherently want to like. Evans initially declined the role as well as he wanted to take a hiatus from acting, but when he found out they would be filming in his home state of Massachusetts, he decided to accept the role. Filming was completed in Boston, and they used 2 different mansions for their filming locations. One was used for exterior shots, and then the Ames mansion was used for interior shots. Other locations in the Boston area were also used, such as the MBTA station in Natick, as well as some other shots being taken in the Medfield area and Waltham areas of Boston. Because of the extensive filming in Boston, this actually gave the movie a $10 million tax credit from the government of Massachusetts. And upon release, the film was met with critical acclaim, having a 97% on Rotten Tomatoes, and it would go on to actually make a decent amount of money, making $312 million globally on a budget of just $40 million. This resulted in 2 sequels being made, and I already made videos about those as well. Let me know in the comments, did I miss anything?